Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in. I was just enjoying some time by the fireplace. One of the questions I hear often during this time of pandemic is where is God in all of this? Like, what is Jesus doing right now? Have you been wondering that? Have you heard anyone ask that question? Well, as Christians, we know that God is always working, even when we can't see it. And it reminds me of a story in the Bible where Jesus and his 12 disciples are crossing a lake. And as they're crossing the lake in a boat, a giant storm swings up. And the disciples are fighting against the wind. They're rowing like crazy. They're trying to get the water out of the boat, but the water keeps filling into the boat. And they look over, and Jesus is actually sleeping in the boat. How? Well, the disciples, they cry out to him and they say, Lord, Master, don't you care that we're going to drown? Don't you care that we're going to die? Jesus, he wakes up and he looks out towards the storm and he says, peace, be calm. And all of a sudden, the storm ceases and is calm. Now, Jesus, he rebukes them for their lack of faith. And the disciples, they goggle, who is this who can even calm the storm and the sea? They don't realize who Jesus actually is yet. And so in our lives, in our day, during this time of pandemic, sometimes it can seem like Jesus is sleeping. But you know what? He's got it under control. He's not worried. In fact, he's so not worried, he can relax. And because he can relax, we can relax too. And trust that he is sovereign, he is in control over the storm and the waves. He's not sleeping. He's working. But to us, we just don't see it. And I think just like the disciples cried out, Lord, don't you care that we're going to drown? We can cry out to God in prayer too. Jesus, aren't you doing anything in the midst of this coronavirus? Except for we know that he is. And we can ask him, and he will fill us with his peace. We can trust that just like the storm, he used the storm to show his disciples his sovereignty, his glory. We can trust that somehow Jesus is going to use this coronavirus to show us his glory too. Well, God bless, and I'll see you soon.